Hi everyone, we have a lot to do today before we hit the road, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so today we are prepping the RV to get ready for the first trip. Right now Thomas is working on doing solar panels. He's getting a little frustrated because for some reason they keep disconnecting and not bringing anything into the batteries. We're thinking it's the connectors on the roof. Do you think there's a way that we can fix it, Thomas?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wiggled the connectors and we started pulling in 12 amps. So
Okay.
obviously it's something with the connectors. I'm thinking maybe the guy that installed it, he had to, well, I had given him a set of MC4 connectors to put onto the ends of the cable, but I didn't see him, or like when we were outside next to him, whatever, afterwards, after he gotten the panels onto the roof, I didn't see any sort of soldering equipment, so I don't know if he only just crimped the connection on without soldering it.
So you might have to like solder it on eventually,
Yeah, I
or
might have to, well, I can do that right now, but
I suppose.
just take the MC4 connector off after disconnecting it and then just check the connection. Because, I mean, I wiggled it. I didn't do anything. I just touched it.
And it's bringing
it's
in
pulling
power.
in power again. So,
Okay.
it's some sort of loose connection there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well then. So today I need to tackle all of this. I started bringing in more stuff from the house. I think this is just about everything that we have. I think the only thing that's really left is my printer to bring in. And the bed is the only part right now that looks somewhat clean and organized. This foam pipe insulation I'm going to be using on the water pipes throughout the RV because our water pump is really loud, and I read online that if you put a mouse pad under the water pump and then put that insulation around the pipes, it should lower the sound a little bit more, but at the same time you don't want to get rid of too much sound because you want to know if there's going to be a leak or anything. I have to make sure everything's out of the house that we need to bring. I'm not sure if we're going to bring all the stuff that we couldn't sell at the yard sale with us to donate right now, or if we're going to wait until later in the summer or something. I'm not sure yet. We're going to wait to see how the day goes first. I haven't touched my comic in the past couple of days, so I'm kind of stressing out about that. We'll see how fast I can get things cleaned up, and then maybe see if I can fit in some time to work on my own stuff. So we're taking a lunch break. I find I'm getting really frustrated in here because it needs to be organized. There's a lot of clutter and a lot of things that we need to get rid of. I think Thomas is frustrated with the solar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, since it rained, I had to stop doing solar panel stuff on the roof. So instead, I started working on tying our battery bank into the existing DC circuit, but turns out I got the wrong kind of cable, or the wrong size cable, and that means I also got the wrong size butt connectors. And I lost a ring terminal. I dropped it somewhere underneath the battery bank and I can't get it back out. So I'm gonna have to get another set of those.
Yep.
Fun stuff.
Yep. If you're anything like me and like to be over prepared, I recommend having a container with extra toiletries. You can see in this container that we have a different variety of toiletries. We have a bag of disposable razors that Thomas uses. We have many different toothbrushes that we have accumulated over the past couple of years for like Christmases and all that stuff. We have an extra thing of toothpaste. We usually use the more natural stuff, but we had gotten this for Christmas and haven't used it yet, so we figured we'd keep it for emergency if we ever ran out. Here we have little samples of shampoo, conditioner, and then like a defrizz serum. And I'm keeping these because when we're at campsites that have showers that you can use. I think what we're going to do is use those showers instead of ours so that we can preserve more water. We also have some extra like conditioner, shampoo in the travel size containers that just from leftover travels that we've done. We have some lotion if you get dry skin, and we have some body wash. Thomas has some body wash here. So yeah, and also we have a mouthwash that we got at a hotel. I thought it was cool, so I kept it. But if you're anything like me and want to stay stocked up, I highly recommend it. And it's nice to keep it in a little container, a container that keeps water out, preferably, and then you can store it somewhere in your bathroom, either under your sink or in a cupboard somewhere, so that it's out of sight but easily accessible for when you need it. This is a very exciting moment. It's the first time that we are parked, not plugged into anything or anywhere, and we are making supper. Thomas is actually working on more of the solar system.
I have to hook up the new batteries into the DC circuit so that we can actually run things like the water pump and the slide motor and all of the lights on the inside off of the new batteries instead of the old house battery.
And on tonight's menu for supper, it's tacos and rice. We're very conflicted right now because we both have a lot of work to do, but didn't mention before, we are in Miramichi right now. And this weekend in Miramichi, it's the Irish Festival, and every summer for one weekend in July they throw the Irish Festival downtown Chatham, and it's right on the waterfront for most of it. There's live music, there's games, there's vendors, and people come from all over the place. One year when we were still living here, we participated as vendors during one of the concerts for one of the last nights, and a group from Ireland, where are they from? Yeah. A group from Ireland called Rubicon came, and they were amazing. Like, really, they put on a great show, and we were so lucky to get to see them. And Thomas went up and talked to them after they were done, and they even came over to our table, and Thomas got to draw them and stuff, which was really, really, really cool. And so we're kind of conflicted right now because we have work to do, but there's also the Irish Festival going on, and we are here, so we're not sure what to do. We really want to go, but at the same time we need to teach ourselves that living on the road and in the RV, even though there's festivals going on and stuff, it's not always fun and games in the RV. We still have responsibilities. So yeah, we'll sit and eat and think about it, and you'll find out if we're going or not. Sadly, we decided to not go to the Irish Festival. We figured we have way too much to do, especially before tomorrow, because we are hitting the road to head back to Nova Scotia. So instead of going to the festival and getting footage from there, I'm going to take Neo outside, and you get to come along with us. really bad at remembering to end the vlog, but at least I remember before going to bed. It just takes a while sometimes. So it's going on 12:30 and I've been editing a video for the past hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's one of the most recent ones. And there's a lot of footage to go through. And I'm trying to cut it in ways that it's interesting and doesn't drag on, but there is a lot of information in it. I think I'm going to be going to bed soon. Tomorrow's going to be a very busy day, and I think we're going to try to wake up early again because there's a lot to do still before we hit the road. I just hope that we can get it done in time. But thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.